chose the green because of our kids. We were planning to move over to Australia, and so we're looking at properties. And the children, my daughter and son-in-law, discovered your flyers, I think at the mall. I don't know if it was Joondalup Mall. And they got very excited about it, so came straight back and sent us everything online, because we're sitting in South Africa. Sent us everything scanned online. And we looked at it and realized, at our age, with our needs and requirements, the fact that it was fairly close to where the kids are staying, that also, a brand new country for us, the fact that it was a retirement village and everything was already there, well, it was going to be built, everything we would possibly need, there would be a community already there. We wouldn't have to go around the neighborhood and try and make friends. It was going to be there. There was going to be community centers. And of course, a big thing for us, the golf course right across the way, because Reg is a keen golfer. So all of those things together made us think, let's pursue this. And I remember, I think did I email you or I think I WhatsApped you? Immediately you WhatsApped me back. And I must say that was the most impressive thing, the speed at which all our responses were given when we made inquiries. Bam, bam, bam. It was really very good. And that made us know we were on the right track. Well, it's not just one thing, it's many things that caused us to decide finally upon the green. Looking at individual freestanding properties in ordinary neighborhoods, we realized that may anyway be a transitional place, because we are getting older. There may come a time when we will need a more a more assisted living kind of situation, with things closer to the doorstep and all the rest of it. So weighing that up against freestanding neighborhood properties and then the community concept, we decided the community was the way to go. And I must say the children, I think, were greatly relieved because I think they were imagining as we went over that we would be a burden to them in some ways. But in a community like this, I think they felt a great relief that we were going to be with a community, with people at the same stage in life that we are. Plenty of activities for us to do that are right on our doorstep, easy to get to. So I think the kids felt a little bit that they were not going to be so much called upon to look after mum and dad. The following the build for us was different to most people, because we couldn't just hop in the car and go and see how it's doing. Everything had to be done online. It had to be done remotely through photographs and videos. Our kids would go out and video how things were happening, contact with you and other people involved there. So it was exciting for us, and sometimes a little impatient because we're sitting way over here, and the kids would go out and say, oh, this is now up, and then we try and Google Earth it, and of course Google Earth doesn't show these things yet. The trees are in, or the road's been paved, or for us it was very exciting in an almost like waiting for Christmas morning kind of way. To a large extent, it depends what a person needs. I think anyone at our stage of life, looking for a community to sort of settle into, we know, of a few here in South Africa that don't offer what the green offers, that's for sure. Also, the whole, I know a lot of your marketing is, to own, to buy and own, which apparently is not a big thing in other villages. Here in South Africa, that's what you do, you buy. That's normal for us. We're used to, you own the whole bang shoot. There isn't a separation unless you are buying a plot of land to build
Yeah.
on. But these development complexes, such as we're living in at the moment, when you buy your unit, that includes the plot of land that you're on.
Yes.
Owning the house and the land all together made it easier. We are used to owning the land that you put your house on, even if it is a complex, a community thing. Thank goodness for modern technology. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to go through the whole purchase process, to go through the changes to the plans that we wanted to make. Every aspect of this we needed to do remotely. And you guys were amazing with sending us stuff, forwarding us stuff. One thing, the South African Postal Service is not very good anyway. So an attempt to send hard copy papers to us was, just that didn't work out. Everything had to pretty much be done online, and it went very smoothly. We would get the plans and any changes we wanted. We could talk to the builders, and also through, thank goodness, our kids were there. They could help out a lot. We got advice from them. Being so far away and living in a completely different real estate environment, it was great having the kids there to explain how things work over in Australia, and to help the people who were helping us understand what we didn't understand about the process. So it was great to be able. It was really no problem having the kids there to go check on things, having many photographs sent by the Fairways Village website, etc., having regular updates from the office. Just the fact that we could physically see things even though we're not there. We had WhatsApp calls, didn't we, all the time? And that I felt like I actually knew you. That when we met, when I finally got over there, when just the show house had been built, and we had that sundowner cocktail thing, I felt like I knew you. We had spoken so much to each other, lots of WhatsApp back and forth. To be able to see it, to get in and see it, it just needed the last bit of signing off when I saw it. Beautiful, beautiful homes. They're really beautifully made. They look like they're really they're modern. They're easy to maintain, I think, easy to run. The community center absolutely blew my mind. It's beautiful. My husband Reg was going through your walkthrough, your virtual tour of the place, and is so incredibly impressed with particularly him being in the catering business. He was looking at the kitchens and the barbecues and the bar, and it just blew his mind. He thought it was absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for the other one to be built and see the swimming pool and all those sort of things as well. Definitely one day, God willing, if we get there, I will be using those facilities a lot. People were incredibly friendly when I got that. I visited three times. No? Yes, I visited 3 times. The one was just at that cocktail party when just the show house was on. The next time I managed to get over, the community center had not been finished, but I was able to walk around more or less where the house was and see how things were going. And then the last time I went over was the opening of the community center. And so, of course, I've come in completely, what's the word? Cold, completely cold. I don't know anybody. I don't know anything. And people were amazingly friendly. It was great. We sat at a table over the meal, and I've just met so many people. I can't remember all their names, but there was another Sonja There was another Sonja. So, yes. And so definitely it makes one feel comfortable that you've brought in this community. And I know that when eventually we get to be able to live there, we're going to make friends easily, and we're going to be able to socialize easily. Yeah, it's a good thing.